The void of space shimmered with the gentle dance of distant stars as the human fleet approached the edge of the alien-controlled territory. Admiral Catherine Lance gazed out through the transparent viewport of her command ship, the Uns Valkyrie, her eyes reflecting the determination that had led the humans through countless battles against formidable foes. The alien armada loomed ahead, a formidable sight with their sleek, intimidating warships bristling with advanced weaponry. "Prepare for combat. All hands to battle stations." Admiral Lance's voice resounded through the intercom, a calm authority underlying her words. The crew of the Uns Valkyrie sprang into action, a well-oiled machine finely tuned for the chaos of war. As the human fleet entered the battlefield, tension thickened the air, each crew member aware of the dangers that awaited them. The aliens had long been a formidable adversary, their technology surpassing that of humanity in many aspects. But where they excelled in scientific advancements, humans thrived in resilience, adaptability, and an unyielding spirit that had been the driving force behind every victory they had achieved. "Sensors online, weapons primed," Lieutenant Jackson reported, his fingers dancing across the control panel as he monitored the enemy's movements. Admiral Lance observed the alien fleet, their formations tightening as they prepared to engage the encroaching humans. She knew that this battle would be unlike any other, a clash of civilizations each fighting for their place among the stars. But the Admiral was resolute in her belief that humanity's indomitable spirit would once again prevail. "Open a channel to the entire fleet," Admiral Lance ordered, her voice steady despite the storm brewing on the horizon. "This is Admiral Catherine Lance. Today, we face a formidable foe. But remember what we fight for. We fight for our homes, our families, and our future. Let no fear cloud your resolve. Let no doubt undermine your courage. Together, we will show the galaxy the strength and determination of the human race. For today, we are the masters of our destiny. Let's show them what it means to face the human fleet." A chorus of determined replies echoed throughout the fleet as each crew member steeled themselves for the battle ahead. The alien armada loomed ever closer, their intent clear as they prepared to defend their territory from the incursion of the human fleet. "Fire at will," Admiral Lance commanded, her voice unwavering as the first salvos of energy blasts illuminated the void of space, marking the beginning of a clash that would echo through the annals of history. The human fleet surged forward, their weapons unleashing a storm of destruction upon the alien warships. As the battle raged on, amidst the chaos and the thunder of weapons fire, the humans proved themselves once more, their resolve unshakable, their courage unwavering. Each ship in the fleet fought with a tenacity born of the indomitable human spirit, pushing back against the alien forces with a ferocity that spoke of their determination to emerge victorious. The fate of the galaxy hung in the balance as the human fleet entered the battlefield, ready to claim their place among the stars. The battlefield was a symphony of destruction, with brilliant flashes of energy weapons tearing through the void, engulfing enemy ships in flames. The human fleet fought with a coordinated precision that belied the chaos of battle, each vessel maneuvering with skill and purpose as they engaged the alien armada. On the bridge of the Uns Valkyrie, Admiral Catherine Lance monitored the tactical displays, her eyes flicking from one screen to another as she directed the fleet's movements with the precision of a master conductor. The battle was intense, the stakes higher than ever, as both sides clashed with unmatched fervor. "Status report," Admiral Lance barked, her voice cutting through the cacophony of battle. "Enemy reinforcements incoming from the flank, Admiral," Lieutenant Jackson reported, his gaze fixed on the sensor readouts. "They're attempting to outflank us." Admiral Lance nodded, her mind already calculating the best course of action. She knew that the key to victory lay in seizing the initiative, in turning the tide of battle in their favor before the enemy could gain the upper hand. "All ships, form a defensive perimeter around the flanks," Admiral Lance commanded, her voice firm and unwavering. "We cannot allow the enemy to outmaneuver us." "Hold the line." The human fleet responded with practiced efficiency, maneuvering into position to meet the oncoming alien reinforcements head-on. Energy blasts streaked through space, illuminating the darkness with their fiery brilliance as the two opposing forces clashed in a deadly dance of destruction. As the battle raged on, the humans fought with a tenacity born of desperation, their determination unyielding in the face of overwhelming odds. The alien warships, once proud and invincible, now found themselves struggling to match the tenacity and sheer willpower of their human adversaries. "Keep up the pressure," Admiral Lance urged her fleet, her voice a beacon of strength amidst the chaos of battle. "We have them on the ropes. Do not falter now." The tide of battle slowly began to turn, the relentless assault of the human fleet wearing down the enemy's defenses, inflicting heavy damage upon their warships with each salvo of weapons fire. The once imposing alien armada now found themselves in disarray, their formations crumbling under the relentless onslaught of the humans. With a final, decisive push, the human fleet broke through the enemy lines, their ships cleaving through the alien warships with unmatched ferocity. The battlefield was littered with the wreckage of defeated enemies, a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity and their unwavering resolve to prevail against all odds. As the last remnants of the alien armada retreated, defeated and broken, a sense of victory and triumph washed over the human fleet. They had faced insurmountable odds and emerged victorious, their determination and courage shining bright amidst the stars. Admiral Catherine Lance gazed out through the viewport of the UN's Valkyrie, a sense of pride swelling within her as she beheld the battlefield strewn with the remnants of their vanquished foes. The human fleet had entered the battlefield, and they had emerged victorious, their place among the stars firmly secure. As the echoes of battle faded into the silent void of space, the human fleet regrouped, their ships bearing the scars of the fierce conflict they had emerged victorious from. The debris of destroyed alien warships drifted aimlessly, a grim reminder of the price paid for victory. Admiral Catherine Lance stood on the bridge of the UN's Valkyrie, surveying the aftermath of the battle with a mix of relief and sorrow. The victory had been hard won, their losses heavy, but the valor and sacrifice of their fallen comrades would never be forgotten. "Damage reports coming in, Admiral," Lieutenant Jackson announced, his voice tinged with weariness. "Several ships sustained critical damage, but we're holding together." Admiral Lance nodded in acknowledgement, her gaze shifting to the holographic display showing the status of each ship in the fleet. She felt a pang of sorrow for the lives lost in the heat of battle, each one a hero who had given their all in defense of humanity and their future among the stars. "Prepare for cleanup operations," Admiral Lance ordered, her voice a somber echo in the wake of the fierce battle. The crew of the human fleet sprang into action, their movements mechanical yet filled with a sense of purpose, as they tended to their damaged ships and rescued survivors from the wreckage of the fallen alien warships. Amidst the chaos of the post-battle scramble, a sense of camaraderie and unity permeated the atmosphere, each crew member working tirelessly to ensure the fleet's recovery. Hours turned into days as the human fleet regrouped and repaired, their spirits bolstered by the hard-won victory they had achieved. It was a testament to their resilience, their unwavering determination to overcome any obstacle thrown their way. As the cleanup operations drew to a close, Admiral Lance gathered her senior officers on the bridge of the UN's Valkyrie for a debriefing. They discussed the battle, analyzed their tactics and strategies, and paid tribute to the fallen heroes who had made the ultimate sacrifice in defense of humanity. "We have emerged victorious, but this battle has shown us the cost of war," Admiral Lance began, her voice heavy with emotion. "We mourn the loss of our comrades, but their sacrifice was not in vain. They have secured our place among the stars, and we will honor their memory with our continued dedication and resolve." The crew of the human fleet nodded in silent agreement, their hearts heavy with the weight of loss, but buoyed by the spirit of unity and shared purpose that had seen them through the darkest of times. As the human fleet prepared to move forward, their ships repaired and their resolve unwavering, they knew that the battle they had fought was just the beginning. The galaxy was vast, and new challenges lay ahead, but with their indomitable spirit and unyielding courage, the human fleet was ready to face whatever the stars had in store for them. In the aftermath of the decisive battle against the alien armada, news of the human fleet's victory spread throughout the galaxy like wildfire. The tale of humanity's triumph over a formidable adversary captivated the attention of species far and wide, sparking a mixture of admiration, fear, and curiosity among the galactic community. As the human fleet recuperated and regrouped, an invitation arrived for Admiral Catherine Lance and her senior officers to attend a gathering of the Council of Species, a prestigious assembly that oversaw diplomatic and strategic matters of the galaxy. It was a rare honor for a relatively young species like humanity to be granted a seat at the table, and the invitation was seen as a sign of respect for their impressive display of strength and resolve in the recent conflict. Admiral Lance and her delegation arrived at the Grand Assembly Hall on the neutral planet of Viridian Prime, the seat of the Council of Species. The hall was a marvel of galactic architecture, its towering columns and intricate carvings a testament to the unity and diversity of the many species that called the galaxy home. As they entered the Assembly Hall, Admiral Lance was struck by the sight of representatives from a myriad of species, each unique in their appearance and mannerisms. The air was filled with a cacophony of languages and dialects, a testament to the rich tapestry of cultures that made up the galactic community. The Council of Species convened, its members seated around a circular table of polished stone, their gazes fixed on the humans as they took their place among the gathering. The chairman of the council, a wise and ancient being known as Elder Zalthara, rose from his seat and addressed the assembly in a voice that resonated with authority and wisdom. "Welcome, Admiral Catherine Lance and esteemed representatives of the human fleet," Elder Zalthara began, his eyes regarding the humans with a mixture of respect and curiosity. "Your recent victory in battle has not gone unnoticed, and the Council of Species wishes to extend its gratitude for your valiant efforts in defending the galaxy from a common threat." Admiral Lance stood tall, her gaze meeting the eyes of the council members with a mixture of pride and humility. She knew that the fate of humanity rested on their ability to navigate the intricate web of galactic politics and diplomacy, and she was determined to represent her species with honor and distinction. "Thank you, Elder Zalthara, and esteemed members of the council," Admiral Lance replied, her voice echoing with confidence. "We are humbled by the opportunity to stand among the great species of the galaxy and to work towards a future of peace and cooperation." The council proceedings continued, discussions ranging from trade agreements to strategic alliances, from cultural exchanges to issues of galactic security. As the humans sat among the gathered representatives, they found themselves immersed in a world of intricate alliances and political maneuvering, each decision carrying the weight of the galaxy's future. As the meeting drew to a close, Elder Zalthara rose once more, his gaze resting on Admiral Catherine Lance with a knowing twinkle in his eyes. "Humanity has proven itself a formidable ally and a beacon of hope in these troubled times," Elder Zalthara intoned, his words carrying the weight of centuries of galactic history. "The Council of Species welcomes you as equals among us, and we look forward to a future of collaboration and friendship." Admiral Lance nodded in gratitude, a sense of pride swelling within her as she beheld the vast expanse of the galactic community before her. The human fleet had entered the battlefield as warriors, but they would now navigate the intricacies of diplomacy and alliance building as they set out to carve their place among the stars. Following their successful audience with the Council of Species, the human fleet returned to their home sector with a newfound sense of purpose and determination. The galaxy was vast, filled with opportunities for collaboration and growth, and Admiral Catherine Lance knew that building alliances with other species was essential for humanity's continued advancement among the stars. As the human fleet set about establishing diplomatic channels with various species, they encountered a diverse array of civilizations, each with their own unique customs, technologies, and ideologies. Some were eager to forge alliances based on shared goals and values, while others harbored suspicions and hesitancies born of centuries of galactic rivalries and conflicts. One such species, the enigmatic Vrilixians, possessed advanced technologies and a deep-seated mistrust of outsiders. Admiral Lance knew that gaining their trust would be a formidable challenge, but she was determined to prove humanity's worth as a valuable ally in the galactic community. A diplomatic envoy was dispatched to the Vrilixian homeworld, a lush planet teeming with exotic flora and fauna. The Vrilixians, with their shimmering iridescent scales and piercing gaze, greeted the humans with cautious curiosity, their language a melodic blend of harmonic tones and intricate gestures. Admiral Lance and her delegation engaged in diplomatic talks with the Vrilixian leaders, exchanging knowledge and cultural insights in an effort to bridge the divide between their species. It was a delicate dance of diplomacy, each step carefully measured to earn the trust and respect of their potential allies. As the negotiations progressed, Admiral Lance found herself forming a bond with High Minister Valshara, a wise and respected leader among the Vrilixians. Their conversations delved into the intricacies of galactic politics, the challenges of governance, and the shared aspirations for a future of peace and cooperation among all sentient beings. High Minister Valshara was impressed by Admiral Lance's tenacity and diplomacy, her unwavering commitment to forging meaningful alliances that transcended species boundaries. In her, he saw a kindred spirit, a leader who shared his vision for a galaxy united in purpose and harmony. After weeks of deliberation and discussion, the Vrilixians extended an offer of alliance to humanity, a gesture of friendship and trust that spoke volumes of the progress made in their diplomatic endeavors. Admiral Lance accepted with gratitude, recognizing the significance of this alliance in strengthening humanity's position among the galactic powers. The news of the alliance between humanity and the Vrilixians reverberated throughout the galaxy, sparking discussions and debates among the various species about the implications of this newfound partnership. Some viewed it with skepticism, wary of the implications of such a powerful alliance, while others saw it as a beacon of hope for a future of cooperation and solidarity. As the human fleet prepared to embark on new adventures among the stars, their ranks bolstered by the alliance with the Vrilixians, Admiral Catherine Lance knew that the journey ahead would be fraught with challenges and triumphs. But with their indomitable spirit and unyielding determination, they were ready to face whatever the galaxy had in store for them, united in their quest for a future of peace and prosperity for all sentient beings. The alliance between humanity and the Vrilixians flourished as both species worked together to build a future of cooperation and mutual prosperity. Trade flourished, cultural exchanges deepened, and technological advancements were shared, solidifying their bond as allies in the vast expanse of the galaxy. However, as peace seemed to be settling across the stars, a distress signal shattered the tranquility of the alliance. A remote outpost on the edge of Vrilixian territory had come under attack by a mysterious and ruthless aggressor, threatening the stability of the region and the lives of countless beings. Admiral Catherine Lance received the distress signal on the bridge of the Unus Valkyrie, her heart heavy with the weight of responsibility. The alliance with the Vrilixians had brought them into conflict with an unknown enemy, one who showed no mercy and sought to sow chaos and destruction among the stars. "We must answer their call for help," Admiral Lance declared, her voice a beacon of resolve amidst the uncertainty of the looming conflict. "Prepare the fleet for immediate departure. We will not stand idly by while our allies are threatened." The human fleet sprang into action, their ships humming with activity as they readied themselves for battle once more. The Vrilixians, with their powerful warships and advanced technologies, stood ready to fight alongside their human allies, their determination unwavering in the face of the impending danger. As the fleet traversed the vast expanse of space towards the besieged outpost, tensions ran high on board the Unus Valkyrie. The crew knew that the coming conflict would test their resolve and their unity as allies, but they stood ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Upon reaching the outpost, the human fleet and the Vrilixian armada engaged the enemy, a ruthless and cunning foe that seemed to appear out of nowhere, striking with precision and ferocity. Energy blasts streaked through space as the two sides clashed in a deadly dance of war, the outpost a battlefield of untold destruction. Admiral Lance coordinated the fleet's movements with precision and skill, her tactical prowess guiding their every maneuver as they sought to repel the enemy and safeguard the lives of the outpost's inhabitants. The Vrilixians fought alongside their human allies, their warships a formidable force to be reckoned with, their determination matching that of the humans in their resolve to protect their own. As the battle raged on, the combined might of the human fleet and the Vrilixian armada began to turn the tide, pushing back the enemy with each salvo of weapons fire. The aggressors, realizing they had underestimated the strength and resolve of their adversaries, began to retreat, their forces in disarray as they fled into the depths of space. The Allied forces emerged victorious, their bond as allies strengthened by the crucible of battle. The outpost was saved, its inhabitants grateful for the swift and valiant intervention of their allies. The alliance between humanity and the Vrilixians had proven its worth once more, standing as a beacon of hope in the darkness of conflict and strife. As the human fleet and the Vrilixian armada returned home, their ships scarred but their spirits unbroken, Admiral Catherine Lance knew that the galaxy was a place of endless challenges and unforeseen trials. But with their alliance intact and their determination unwavering, they stood ready to face whatever the stars had in store for them, united in their quest for a future of peace and prosperity for all sentient beings. The aftermath of the decisive battle at the besieged Relixian outpost marked the beginning of a period of uneasy peace in the galaxy. The mysterious aggressor had been vanquished, but the questions surrounding their identity and motives lingered like a shadow over the stars. Admiral Catherine Lance and High Minister Valshara convened a joint task force comprised of human and Relixian experts to investigate the origins of the aggressor and uncover the truth behind the attacks. As they delved into data logs, conducted interviews, and analyzed fragments of enemy technology salvaged from the battlefield, a disturbing pattern began to emerge. The aggressor, it seemed, was not a singular entity but a coalition of various species, united under a common cause of chaos and conquest. Their goal was not mere territorial expansion, but the destabilization of the galaxy itself, a malevolent force seeking to sow discord and fear among the civilizations that called the stars their home. With this revelation, Admiral Lance and High Minister Valshara knew that the galaxy faced a threat unlike any they had encountered before. The enemy was cunning, resourceful, and driven by an insidious agenda that threatened the fragile peace that had been painstakingly built between the allied species. "We must unite the galaxy against this common foe," Admiral Lance declared, her voice resolute as she addressed the gathering of diplomats, military leaders, and council members from various species. "Together, we can overcome this threat and ensure a future of peace and prosperity for all." The call to arms reverberated throughout the galaxy, rallying the diverse civilizations to stand united against the looming darkness that threatened to engulf them. The human fleet and the Relixian armada prepared for the coming conflict, their ships refitted and upgraded with the latest technologies to face the enemy head-on. As the Allied forces assembled, a grand coalition of ships from every corner of the galaxy, a sense of unity and determination filled the void of space. The time for negotiation and diplomacy had passed. Now was the time for action, for courage, and for unwavering resolve in the face of a common enemy. The battle that followed was fierce and unforgiving, a clash of civilizations fighting for the survival of all sentient beings. The combined might of the Allied fleet proved to be a formidable force, pushing back the enemy with unmatched ferocity and determination. As the dust settled and the last remnants of the aggressor's forces were scattered to the cosmic winds, a moment of silence descended upon the battlefield. The galaxy had been tested, but in the crucible of war, the Allied forces had emerged victorious, their unity and strength paving the way for a future of peace and cooperation among all species. Admiral Catherine Lance and High Minister Valshara stood side by side, their hands clasped in a gesture of solidarity and mutual respect. The unveiling truth behind the conflict had united them in a bond that transcended species boundaries, a testament to the power of unity, courage, and understanding in the face of adversity. As the Allied forces returned home, their ships battered, but their spirits unbroken, they knew that the galaxy had been forever changed by the events that had transpired. The truth had been unveiled, and in its wake, a new era of cooperation and harmony had dawned among the stars, lighting the way for a future where all sentient beings could live in peace and unity. In the wake of the decisive victory against the coalition of aggressors, a newfound sense of unity and cooperation blossomed among the allied species of the galaxy. The bond forged in the crucible of conflict had transformed into a beacon of hope, guiding the way towards a future where peace reigned supreme and the stars shone with promise. Admiral Catherine Lance and High Minister Valshara stood at the forefront of this new era, their leadership instrumental in fostering understanding and collaboration among the diverse civilizations that inhabited the galaxy. Together, they worked tirelessly to strengthen the alliances forged in battle, solidifying the bonds that united their species in a common cause. The human fleet and the Relixian armada became symbols of this unity, their ships patrolling the space lanes as guardians of peace and prosperity. Trade flourished, cultural exchanges thrived, and scientific discoveries were shared freely among the allied species, ushering in an era of growth and advancement unrivaled in galactic history. As the galaxy embraced this newfound harmony, tales of the Allied victory against the aggressors spread far and wide, inspiring hope and courage in the hearts of countless beings across the stars. The legacy of unity born from the ashes of conflict served as a testament to the resilience and indomitable spirit of sentient beings, a reminder of the potential that lay within each individual to shape the destiny of the galaxy. Amidst the celebrations and remembrances of the battles fought and victories won, Admiral Catherine Lance and High Minister Valshara stood together on the balcony of the Grand Assembly Hall on Viridian Prime, gazing out at the vast expanse of space that stretched before them. The stars twinkled in the distance, a silent testament to the infinite possibilities that awaited those who dared to dream and reach for the heavens. "We have come a long way, my friend," Admiral Lance said, her voice soft with emotion as she turned to Valshara. "Together, we have proven that unity and cooperation can conquer even the greatest of challenges." Valshara nodded in agreement, his eyes reflecting the wisdom and compassion that had guided them through the trials and tribulations of the recent conflict. "Indeed, Admiral, the legacy of our alliance will endure for generations to come, a beacon of hope in times of darkness and a reminder of the power of unity in the face of adversity." As they stood together, a sense of peace and fulfillment washed over them, their hearts filled with pride for the role they had played in shaping the destiny of the galaxy. The legacy of unity they had forged would live on, a testament to the enduring spirit of cooperation and understanding that bound the allied species together in a shared vision of a future where all could thrive and prosper among the stars. The battle against the Voidwalker vessel raged on, a fierce dance of energy beams and explosive salvos that painted the void with fiery streaks of light. Captain Malloy and his crew fought with unwavering determination, their resolve unbroken even as the shadowy presence of their enigmatic foe threatened to overwhelm them. As the Terran Federation cruiser maneuvered nimbly through space, Captain Malloy's mind raced with strategic calculations and tactical decisions. The Voidwalkers were a cunning and elusive enemy, their cloaked ship proving to be a formidable challenge in the midst of combat. "We need to outmaneuver them, find a way to disrupt their cloaking technology." Malloy spoke with a fierce intensity that sparked a sense of urgency among his crew. "Keep them off balance, and we may find an opening to strike." The crew executed the captain's orders with precision, their focus unwavering as they worked to decipher the Voidwalker ship's evasive maneuvers and exploit any weaknesses in its defenses. The battle teetered on a knife's edge, the outcome uncertain as both sides clashed with equal ferocity. Amidst the chaos of combat, a sudden burst of light pierced the darkness, a blinding surge of energy that emanated from the Voidwalker ship, bathing the surrounding space in a brilliant white glow. The cruiser's sensors flickered with overload, momentarily blinded by the unexpected burst of light. "What in the galaxy?" Commander Kale's voice was filled with astonishment as the crew worked to recalibrate the sensors and regain control of the situation. As the light faded, a startling revelation dawned upon the Terran Federation crew. The source of the blinding energy burst was not a weapon of destruction, but a beacon of guidance that beckoned them towards a distant point in space. "We need to investigate." Malloy's voice held a note of curiosity mingled with caution. "It could be a trap, but it could also be our key to unraveling the mystery of the Voidwalkers." With a renewed sense of purpose, the Terran Federation cruiser set a course towards the enigmatic beacon, the crew bracing themselves for the unknown that awaited them. The light within the darkness beckoned like a guiding star, promising answers to the questions that had plagued them since their encounter with the elusive Voidwalker faction. As the cruiser hurtled towards the beacon, the void of space seemed to shimmer with possibilities, a sense of anticipation and tension electrifying the air as they ventured into the unknown depths of the cosmos, ready to confront whatever revelations lay ahead in their quest to uncover the truth behind the enigmatic Voidwalkers.